Hello guys and welcome back to our channel Barcaadmirers, and in today's episode we are going to have a look at the match review of Barcelona's most recent game against Athletic Club Bilbao in the Copa del Rey round of 16. Now before we begin, I would really appreciate it if you guys could just like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel and also press on the bell icon so that you can turn on all the post notifications.
Now before we begin, a small shout out to OneFootball. If you are a football fan and want to stay updated about the plethora of latest news coming up in the vast world of football, then OneFootball is the best app for you. Be it the latest news updates, transfer rumors or update about club or international football, OneFootball has got it all covered. It is completely free to use and its biggest perk is that it gives you real-time match updates whenever a game is being played out, and whenever there's a major incident in the game, you will be notified by the app. You can select your favorite club and it will suggest you personalized articles. In my case, it's definitely Barcelona. Be it game statistics, current form of your team or individual performances of your players, you get it all. La Liga, Champions League, English Premier League, Serie A, World Cup, Bundesliga, League 1, MLS or AFC Champions League, everything you want, it's here. So go ahead, check it out. Link to download the app is given in the description of this video.
As it stands right now, Barcelona are out of the Copa del Rey at the round of 16 after a rather poor team performance and multiple individual mistakes. The first half started with Muniain opening the score in the second minute. Ter Stegen's positional mistake and Jordi Alba getting beaten by Nico Williams is what led to the goal. Our very own Ferran Torres leveled the score soon after with a great shot. The goal aside, Barca did not create anything in the first half. The Basques had multiple other occasions and only saves from Ter Stegen and blocks from PK kept us in the game. Now after the break, much out of necessity, Barca switched to a 4-4-2 formation. It allowed Xavi'S men to be better in possession, but creativity still remained a problem. Bilbao had a few counters and after a set piece, they were 2-1 up. Pedri leveled the score in the added time again. Dani Alves assisted him with a bicycle kick. In the extra time, Barca clearly lacked fitness with both Fati and Pedri picking up injuries. Muniain scored his second from the spot as Jordi Alba gave away a penalty. The Catalans could not come back from behind the third time and of course we are out of the competition. Now speaking in the post-game press conference, manager Xavi Hernandez first of all assured everyone that Pedri's injury does not seem to be very big and they will see about Ansu tomorrow. He also said that these are hard days because of course things are not going their way. Athletic's intensity was much better. They fought for each ball as if it were the last and they haven't known how to beat them. Xavi also said that Jordi Alba, Gerard Piqué and Pedri all finished the game with some discomfort. Now both Pedri and Fati had to be subbed off against Bilbao after picking up muscle injuries in extra time. According to Diario ARA, Ansu has suffered a relapse and will be out for 2 more months. More tests will be carried out by Barcelona tomorrow. As per Javi Miguel, however, the youngster will be out for at least 4 to 6 weeks. Now Xavi was also asked to make a separate comment about Jordi Alba's poor performance against Athletic Club Bilbao. He said that Alba suffered from discomfort early on. He will however not speak on any individual player. The whole defense suffered. Now backing up his team's left back and also his former teammate, Xavi said that Jordi Alba had made great sacrifices to play in the match against Athletic. Therefore, he is untouchable. He will never blame him for his stumbles. Now of course this was very much expected. Jordi Alba is one of the 4 most overtly protected players in the squad who gets to play and is deemed as an untouchable despite putting up horrendous performances every fucking week. Now I don't need to mention who the other 3 are, but if someone still has any doubts, they are Gerard Piqué, Sergi Busquets and currently the most useless player on our payroll, Sergi Roberto. Now what's the one thing that's common between all these Deadwood players? Let's start, they're all Catalan and they've all graduated from the La Masia Academy. Now do not get me wrong, these guys, they're all legends and we're grateful for their past contributions, but that is all in the past. Right now they contribute nothing and only bring the team down. But of course Xavi will not drop them because the Catalan reservation lobby exists and trust me, it's corroding the club from the inside out. Now you think that's reason enough for these Catalan Deadwoods to be kicked out? You're wrong, because right now they're even talking to Roberto to renew his contract, which is outrageous. I honestly expected Xavi to rise above this base mentality and bring in meritocracy above everything else, but as it appears we're all set to keep going down for a long time. Jordi Alba was by far the weakest link in Barca's defense against Athletic Bilbao, yet here we have Xavi saying that he is untouchable. Against the Basques, Xavi won only 2 of his 6 duels, lost possession 33 times, committed 2 fouls and failed all of his crosses. He even got dribbled past 3 times and gave away a penalty, yet he will still not be dropped. Now for some good news, Hernandez is reporting that Pedri is fine and he is not injured. However, it's Ansu Fati that we need to worry about. Now, Xavi also commented in a press conference about Ousmane Dembele. He said that Dembele is important, but this is a club decision to drop him from the squad because of his unwillingness to renew his contract, and then again we can all agree that he does not think that Dembele's absence has affected the team. Now, since we are talking about Dembele, journalist Moises Llorens reports that Dembele's wish is still very much to stay at Barcelona. People close to the player insist on it and trust that they will be able to have one last talk with the club. Now, in response to all these rumors and speculations about him, Dembele himself made a post in social media. He said that it's been 4 years since he has stopped reading things about himself without ever trying to justify himself. The gossip about him has been piling up for 4 years now. He said that for 4 years, people have spoken for him and shamefully lied with a single purpose, the intention of harming him. He has been following his line of never answering for 4 years, of never justifying himself. Has it been a mistake? Surely, of course. As of today, it is over and he is going to speak out for himself. He said that starting today he will answer honestly without giving in to any kind of blackmail. He is 24 years old and like every man, he has flaws, imperfections. He has lived through complex moments, injuries and COVID-19 and they have all affected him. Dembele continued saying that without the slightest training session, the coach dropped him from the squad and of course he has always complied without any complaints. He fulfilled as well as I've always done because it is his passion. He is fully aware of his luck to dedicate himself to the most beautiful job in the world. Also, his message here is transparent. He forbids anyone to give a thought that he is not involved in the sports project at Barca. He forbids anyone to write intentions in his name. He forbids anyone to speak for him or for his representative, whom he trusts completely. Dembele reminded everyone that he is still under contract and he is fully involved under the disposal of his club and his coach. He has always given everything for his teammates and also for the fans, and it is not now that things are going to change. He is not someone who cheats and even less than a man who has a habit of giving in to blackmail. There are negotiations right now. He will let his agent handle it because it's his job. His job is playing the ball, playing football, sharing moments of joy with his teammates and fans. Above all, let's all just focus on winning. However, this does not seem to have resonated within Barcelona. Spanish news publication Sport is now reporting that Barca are considering releasing Dembele for free and hope that the players' camp will agree to an early rescission of his contract and be able to move to the next club now. Even Barcelona's director of football, Mateu Alemany, released a public statement in which he said that they understand that Dembele's decision is not to continue anymore and their decision has been communicated to him. Barca only want committed players and they have told him that he has to leave the club as soon as possible. Alemany also made it further clear that in 6 months, Barca had made several offers to Dembele. The coach's intention is now clear, he will not get to play. Meanwhile, looking at other transfer options, it's being reported by Sport that the operation for Óscar Mingueza to join Valencia was right on track, but Bordalás has rejected his incorporation. On the other hand, we have yet another report by Sport. It states that Dimitrievski was in the spotlight in case Luis Neto left, but now the Macedonian goalkeeper seems to go to the Al Nassr club who will pay him almost 10 million euros. The report further states that a few days before the market closes, Barca are still looking for good and cheap options. Barca like Lucas Boye, but the operation seems to be impossible because Elche do not want to negotiate. On the other hand, it's also being reported by Sport once again that Barca are negotiating with 2 companies to be the main sponsor of their shirt. Both companies are related to the blockchain technology. Next up, we have some real good news as reported by journalist Hernandez. It's being stated that Xavi'S renewal is on the verge of completion. The midfielder will pen a new deal at the Camp Nou until 2026. He will be registered as a first-team player and this time his release clause will be set at 1 billion euros.
That's all the news we could collect for you today. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, select all, and enable all the YouTube app notifications. We have always been overly impressed by your response to our videos. So in this episode, we have decided to set a target of 550 likes. Please Qlers, help us reach our target on this episode as well. Now that's all we have for today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalunya.